What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today we have the GeminiJets December 2023 releases for y'all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. And without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started, everybody. The last release for GeminiJets is here for 2023. So we're going to be taking a look at their December releases. Really excited to see what this is all about. It's going to be really interesting to see what aircraft we got. We got some very good future previews. So maybe we'll see a couple of those here. I'm not completely sure, but nevertheless, I'm excited for it. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and take a look at the 1-400 GeminiJets December 2023 releases. Let's go ahead and get started. Starting off strong with the Atlas Air Boeing 747-8 freighter, November 863 Juliet Tango, and the Apex Logix final Boeing 747. So really interesting that NG did this literally 2 days ago. So yet another interference here between GeminiJets and NG models, but really exciting to see Gemini getting after it here, and their mold's also pretty good. So gonna be eager to see how those two stack up. Hopefully we'll get a comparison video of sorts. And also that was my fault. I shouldn't have been full screen because I keep forgetting that when I go out to close it out, it doesn't work. So I'm going to scroll up just in case. Okay, so now I can scroll back down and line it back up. But yeah, really cool to see that one. That's a really good looking aircraft. So excited to see what that one's going to be all about. 70-90-95 on the MSRP there, but I mean, it is a big aircraft and it certainly has some real value there. So looking good for that aircraft, and that's looking absolutely fantastic. Great start. Next up, we have the Delta Airlines Airbus A320-200, registered November 376, November Whiskey. Very nice to see finally another Delta 320 here from GeminiJets, so that's awesome to see. I'll personally be going with the NG models version, but I'm going to be eager to see how this one turns out, and hopefully they do the best job they can. The 319 looked pretty good outside of the nose and the engines as per usual, so we'll have to see how the Airbus A320 turns out. So glad to see they're releasing that one right there. Jet 2 Holidays Airbus A321 Neo, registered Gulf Sierra Uniform November Bravo. Awesome to see this one right here. It looks really nice. Yeah, it's been a while since we got Jet 2 Holidays. I believe the 757 maybe was the last one that we got, and that was over 2 years ago at this point. So awesome to see the 321 Neo getting in on the picture here, and hopefully that one turns out very well too. So good to see some Europe representation there for Jet 2 Holiday. Next up, we have the Porter E2. Wow. Charlie Golf Kilo Quebec Lima. New mold alert. This had no announcement period. This is brand new. Wow. Okay, definitely will be picking this up. How exciting is this? So obviously the 1-200 came out. That was absolutely outstanding. I believe that's a Herpa mold, perhaps. Don't know off the top of my head, but yeah, this is a brand new mold. No announcement for it either. So really interesting to see that, but really awesome. These Porter E2s have really been starting to storm North America, particularly Canada, but also the United States. Also awesome to see their new partnership with Alaska. So that's absolutely awesome. So I'm really eager that this aircraft is coming out, and it's very interesting that there's no announcement, because lately, like the 767-400 and also the 737 MAX 10, which is still yet to make an appearance, the molds have been getting announced a little bit more recently. So the fact that we got an E2 with no announcement is absolutely incredible. So what an asset that will be for GeminiJets, but definitely picked the right airline and the right time to release that. I know my Canadian friends will be very pleased about that. So shout out to Ethan and EQ Planes as well. I know both of them will be loving that, along with all my other fellow Canadian collectors. So awesome to see that. That's huge. Definitely will be getting that. Looking forward to the first Porter model in the collection. That's awesome. Great work here by GeminiJets. Wow. Southwest Boeing 727-200. That's going to make a bunch of people smile. November 406 Bravo November to go with it. I'm not sure if I'll get this yet or not. I'll sit on it for a little bit, but that's certainly a very exciting aircraft. Of course, Southwest had their brief stint with the 727. That's what we have represented here. I think a few months ago, maybe October, September, somewhere around there, maybe even before that, we did get the 1-200 release. So awesome to see that they're doing it in 400. Definitely did not expect that, but may have to get it just for the value of the aircraft. They did not fly it to Tulsa during the time that they had the 727, but it'd still be a cool aircraft to have for the sake of what its value was and the uniqueness of the aircraft. So pretty interesting. This certainly had a bunch of twists and turns so far. I said future previews when I started this video. We have not had many of those outside of the Delta 320, so I believe that was on there, pretty sure. But anyway, really cool to see that, and that's a very interesting turn right here, to say the least. And the Spirit Airbus A321 Neo makes an appearance November 702 November Kilo. So glad to see this. We'll be interested to see how this one turns out. I got the NG. I'm really happy with the NG, although I'm hopeful that Gemini will do the best job they can with their molds. So excited to see that one. Hopefully it turns out really well. So yeah, certainly a bunch of popular US aircraft here to start out, and a little bit of variety to go with it. So what a diverse set so far. And the United Boeing 777-300 will come down to 1-400 from the 1-200 release last month. Excuse me, this November 2352 uniform. So we'll be very eager to see. I'm sure they're going to do flaps down here. That would be my prediction. I have the Aviation 400. I love it. So this will be a pass here. Although I'm really glad to see them releasing it for anybody that missed the Aviation 400 and NG did not do this one, I'm pretty sure. They may have done it. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it has been done before. So awesome to see Gemini's, and hopefully theirs turns out really good too. And what do you know, there's the flaps and slats extended as predicted. So awesome to see this one as well. And this is a really good opportunity for all the United Hub collectors. If you already have a normal version, this is a great time to get the flaps down if interested. So that's really cool. And a UPS Boeing 747-8 to go with it, November 609 uniform Papa. So awesome to see this one too. I only have the 400, so maybe this is a good opportunity to pick this one up. We'll have to see, but definitely eyeing the Porter for sure, and perhaps even the Southwest. But very nice right there. And we're not quite done yet. A lot Air Boeing is this Lit Air Boeing 737-800? This registered Romeo Alpha 73090, so a brand new airline to my knowledge. UT Air, I guess. I'm not sure exactly how that's supposed to be phrase, but I'm thinking it's UT Air. I think that's how you say it. So that's really cool to see. New airline to me, I'm completely unaware about them, and I think this might be their first release in 1-400 to my knowledge. So exciting to see yet another new airline into the landscape, and GeminiJets always does a good job here in these big US sets, incorporating a unique piece or two, and that's certainly what we have with the Jet 2 Holidays and the UT Air 738. Not quite done, a Virgin Australia Boeing 737 MAX 8, and this is going to be registered Victor Hotel 8 India Alpha, I believe. And I don't know why the Virgin Australia titles are here where the aircraft goes, but they're here, so it's cool to see that. Let's see how this CGI looks. So very cool to see this one as well. Quite a unique piece right there, so eager to see what this aircraft's going to be all about, and hopefully it's looking really good. It's nice to get some more variety here for our Australia collectors. How cool is that? Nice diverse 1-400 set, obviously US heavy, but there are some nice pieces in there that go around the world. Definitely going to be getting the Porter to be determined on the Southwest. Let's see what our 1-200s are like, unless we have a Max, which we do not. So let's go ahead and take a look at our 1-200s. The Delta 175 does come up to 1-200, registered November 274 Sierra Yankee. So awesome to see that. That was certainly one that I would expect. So that's absolutely awesome to see right there, to say the least. Very, very cool aircraft. Might have to get it sometime. We'll see. Maybe at the Delta Flight Museum, that might be a good place, even though it'd probably be what this price is right here, but we'll put that on the back burner for now. Emirates Airbus A350-900 also comes up, Alpha 6 Echo X-Ray Alpha. The 1-400 looked great, so I'm really starting to dig the new tail, and I'm eager to see what that aircraft will be all about here in the near future. So very nice job. Global X Airbus E320-200 registered November 276 Gulf X-Ray. Definitely will get a 400 if that comes out next month or perhaps in the coming months. But very cool to see Global X getting their first model 1-400. So that's awesome. Had to sub in a JetBlue Stripes tail in a upcoming airport update for Global X. So that's really, really fun to see that they're actually going to be getting some models here. So very similar concept to Mesa, World Atlantic, and those. So that's really exciting and really cool to see Global X making a reference right there, and they're pretty prominent for charters, so that's exciting. Yet another E2 and 1-200. This is going to be the KLM City Hopper Papa Hotel November X-Ray Echo. Yeah, this will be great if this comes to 400. I know the Europe collectors, particularly our KLM lovers, and the Netherlands collectors will be very, very excited about a 400, but the 200 is big as well, so that E2 mold's definitely the highlight. That's huge for GeminiJets to be getting on top of that ASAP. So awesome to see this KLM. That'll be very popular there for our bigger scale collectors, and eager to see what will happen if a KLM comes out next month. So definitely some options and some potential to start 2024 with these two here in 1-400. Anyways, putting that to the side, we have Lufthansa Cargo McDonnell Douglas MD-11 freighter, Delta Alpha Lima Charlie Charlie with the Farewell MD-11 interactive series. So awesome to see. It's really cool that Lufthansa did this. They're really engaged and interactive with the aviation aspect of their airline. So it's really cool to see that they recognize the MD-11's retirement. So great to see yet another future preview come off the list, and that's absolutely awesome. So really great to see that right there. That's really cool. We have a Qatar Airways Boeing 737 MAX 8 registered Alpha 7 Bravo Sierra Charlie. So awesome to see this come up as well. So yeah, very cool. I don't think this has been done in 200 yet. So great to see, although in-flight possibly did it. So anyway, though, great to have as many versions as possible, and that one will be looking very good. Oh, how about this? A P-8 Poseidon. That's going to be a MRA-1. Zulu Papa 806, very unique aircraft here. So here's what it looks like. Very simple, not too much character to it. So looks absolutely great though, and for all the applicable collectors, this is going to be a great asset. So overall, a really good job right here, and excited to see how this one comes out here for Gemini Jets. So another really cool offering here in the 1-200 set. Certainly been very diverse and very quality fulfilling as well. So very good job here by Gemini and 200 this month. This has been really good. And the United Boeing 787-10 finally makes its rounds, so the 787-10 should be coming in 400 next month or in the coming months, November 13014. So been very interesting at 400 how NGs have been making rounds between CRP and retailers restocking them. But it's awesome to see a 1-200 version at long last, and this will be huge for all the applicable collectors. So United certainly getting some really awesome love this month. So no Southwest, no American, just a little bit of Delta too. So United and Delta have been taking the cake for December for GJ. So looking good with the Dash 10, and flaps down is coming right behind it, and we can't complain. The 777-300 flaps down, and 200 sold out last month from the Gemini Shopify page. So yeah, they certainly are very popular, and I can't complain. They're also been really well balanced. There's only been 1 or 2 per month recently, which I think is a really good balance. So Gemini, good job, and they're certainly getting after it there with the popular aircraft. I would like to get a 1-200 flaps down in the future. We'll see when that happens. How about a C-40B Boeing 737-700? This is 010041. So how exciting is that to see? We'll be eager to see that they do this in 400. I have Air Force One, which they recently did, mass unboxing coming soon. The 757 they did in 2020 December, and now of course this is coming out in 200. So can we see this in 400? I'm not sure, but as you all know, over the last couple of years, I've really been trying to diversify my fleet with military aircraft, international long-haul airlines, and cargo. So hopefully we'll be able to continue to do that, and this would be a great one for 400 if that's the case. So definitely some real speculation going into January, as there's been several offerings here that have not been done in 400. So I'd definitely expect 1 or 2 of these at the minimum to make it into January's set. But nevertheless, that is a topic for another time. Okay, here's a very interesting aircraft right here. It's going to be a Dash 6 300 Twin Otter Halvan Canada. I'm sorry, I couldn't get that all out. But nevertheless, this is the Win Air version, Papa Julia Whiskey India India. So a very unique aircraft right here. I can't remember where they're from, but nevertheless, I really like the look of the aircraft, so that's really awesome. The navy and red go together well, and there's a nice little yellow stripe to round it all out. So that looks really great, and ultimately quite a healthy amount going on there with that aircraft. So that's really great, and what an awesome release that is right there. And we do have 1 general aviation aircraft for this month and 1 72 scale. I would assume 1, maybe 2. But that's going to be just a Cessna 172, as normal as it gets here with the Cessna house livery November 4480 Romeo, or I should say stock livery. This one looks really good. So you got some navy here on the top, and then of course you got the white underneath. That looks really good. So definitely glad to have my Cessna. I might have to get another one sometime, but awesome to see that they had a nice simple stock livery, and glad that they're fulfilling on that for all of our general aviation collectors. And just like that, that'll do for the December and final release from the major manufacturers of the 2023 sets. December is here, and yeah, really great. Absolutely going to be getting the Porter. Looking very forward to that. That's really awesome that came out of nowhere. And perhaps the Southwest 727 I'll want to see how it looks, and do a little bit of research, see if it ever did come to Tulsa, so that will influence my decision a little bit. But yeah, certainly cool, and I know many people will be happy about those two, and also the other aircraft to go with it. So of course NG has already done a couple of these and a couple of other manufacturers, but there's still plenty of value to be had from this release. I also think that the 3 non-US offerings, that includes the UT Air, the Virgin Australia, and the Jet2 Holidays, are really good. So great to see those various choices coming throughout. I also think the United flaps down, this makes sense. This works well. So if you did get a normal one already, you could get a flaps down if you're looking for yet another United 333. So 1-400 is really good. The Porter definitely, I would argue, is the biggest, but the Southwest in the retro department, very, very important also right there with it. So, but some nice complementary offerings there. And our 1-200 set I thought was absolutely outstanding with regards to variety. We got a little bit of all some US narrow bodies, US heavies. We got the KLM City Hopper. That's great for Europe collectors. The MD-11 is a very cool model. We also got a Twin Otter. The Air Force C-40B is awesome, even a P-8. So that's one of the better 1-200 sets of the year, hands down. Really great job. and the Cessna to finish it off. So if you are looking for a nice simple GA aircraft, you do have that option. So Gemini, absolutely outstanding job to wrap up the year. Thought that was really great. Maybe a little bit more variety. Won the 400 with geography, but usually that's how Gemini is. They'll have a couple sets every now and again where it's just no US. Then they'll have a really heavy US set with only 2 or 3 other options. So not faulting by any means, just an observation, but that's how they normally do it. So I can't criticize what is already there. So anyways, everybody, I hope that you all enjoyed today's video, the final Gemini release for 2023. Let me know in the comment section which ones you will be planning on getting and what you thought of this release. Personally, thought it was really good. Definitely getting the Porter and maybe the Southwest. We will have to see. But nevertheless, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.